Hi everyone, it's your boy Ricky here with LDRS, and today we're going to be using some products from the latest release. We're going to be using the Big Word Love stamp and die set, the Gardenia layering stencils, and we're going to be using some colors from the ink line from LDRS. So this stencil set is a layering set. We know we love a layering set. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take the lightest color here and we're just going to ink blend this whole piece here to cover all the flowers that are located in the stencil. Next, we're going to take the darkest color and we are going to do the same thing, and this was going to create a shadow onto this really pretty flower stencil set, which I can't wait to show you guys what this looks like afterwards. Now we'll take the lightest green and we are going to fill in all of the stems and the leaves here of this layering set. And you can go light or dark on this. I went a little lighter because I knew I was going to be putting a darker green after this. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up, make sure it's straight because it moved a little bit there for me. And now I'm just going to take this color and make, which is the darker green, and you're going to see how it creates this beautiful flower scene that is, it's just like, wow. It's really nice. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the Love die set and we are actually going to cut this out of this flower. And I know it's a little scary, but it makes a really pretty effect later on when you see the finished card. So I'll go ahead and get the center lined in the word love, and we're going to use some tape here to keep this in place so that we can run this through the die cutting machine. And once it's through the die cutting machine, here you see it's kind of all together. I'm going to separate this, and I just want you guys to see what we have left here. It's really delicate. You could, keep it together if you're going to do some paper piecing, but we're actually not going to do that today. And I actually made two different cards from this little cut here. So we're going to take the fuller piece here and we're going to place this in the center. And for the backing of this, we are going to be using a black cardstock so that this really stands out on the card. And now that we have that there, I'm just lining it up just to make sure that it looks okay. And I'm going to take this outline and we are going to go ahead and use some liquid glue to get that placed onto the black cardstock. I use liquid glue because it's just a lot easier to maneuver around if you need to get it even on your backing or your card base. Now that we have that done, I'm going to go ahead and flip this around and we will place this onto the black cardstock. Now, will it be even? It's even. Thank goodness I had liquid glue here because I had to jiggle it a little bit. For the word love, we are going to use some foam tape behind this so that it stands out on the card and it gives it a little bit of dimension and it gives it a touch of fancy, I think. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use some tweezers that I have here and go ahead and get this placed down onto the cardstock. We want to make sure this is pretty much even or in the center of the shadow here. And once we get that in, boom, look how pretty that is. It's pretty amazing. I love it. Now we are just going to glue this black cardstock onto the card base. Nothing fancy here. We are just going to flip it around and place it on there. And we are going to also make sure that it's equal on all sides because we have a black border against a white border. Now I'm going to be using some sentiments from the die set here to go along with this card. We're going to be using you and I forget the other word, always and you. I cut that out of some glitter cardstock that I had in my stash, and we're just going to use some liquid glue and we are going to stack that up on some white additional cardstock pieces that I cut out of using the die I think I cut out 3 always and 3 U's and then placed the glitter sheet on top of that. I always use liquid glue for this because you want to make sure that it is that you can move the top piece because it doesn't always line up right away. And it looks like maybe I only used one here. I'm sorry about that. I guess I only used one because there was dimension already under the love with the foam tape. So I have that glued down in the U, and then what I'll do is I'll also use the liquid glue and get that glued down, and the card is done, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. Make sure you head over to LDRS and check out their latest products. Also, make sure you check them out over on where you're already on YouTube. So you can check them out on YouTube, you can check them out on Instagram, check them out on Facebook. But you can also check me out over on Instagram and Facebook as well. Just do a search for Bromero Cards. And I hope that you guys have a great week. Again, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it, and thank you for supporting LDRS. You guys have a great week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.